Hello, Mateo. It is Baba, and you need more stories. And this is one of the boys, Judah and Hitchy's favorite stories as well. Okay, this is called The Emperor's New Clothes. They call it Naked Boy. Okay, so there once lived an emperor who was very fond of new clothes. Other kings liked to parade their soldiers or spend the evening in the theater, but there was nothing this emperor loved more than trying on new clothes. The emperor had a different outfit for every hour of the day and clothes for each day of the week. No matter how great or small the occasion, he wanted to wear just the right thing, but he never could figure out just the right outfit. Not even his wife or his most trusted ministers could persuade him that he need not worry so much about clothes. Well, one day, two tricky swindlers came in claiming to be people who make clothes. And they said, we can weave the most beautiful clothing imaginable. The first told the emperor, and what is more, the clothes from our fabrics are invisible to anyone who's either foolish are not fit for his office. Look what they're doing there. So, well, not everyone, of course, is able to wear such finery added the second, but they obviously are the perfect clothes for a wise ruler like yourself. Well, the emperor thought of how wisely he could rule if only he could figure out which of his ministers was able to see the clothes. The weavers set up their looms. They worked late into the night. No one was allowed to see the work until the emperor sent his wisest and most trusted advisor to see those clothes. The weavers begged the minister to step closer, but he couldn't see them either, and he felt very silly, but he tried to pretend like he could see the clothes. Well, the minister hurried back and described the new clothes to the emperor exactly as they've been described to him. Why, you must wear them tomorrow in the royal procession, the emperor's wife cried. It's the perfect chance to show all your subjects how wise and magnificent you are. Well, the next morning, the weavers at last announced that the clothes were finished. They brought the royal robes and dressed the emperor, taking great care to fit them exactly right. The emperor could scarcely believe his eyes, but he had to keep quiet as a mouse, unless anybody thinks he wasn't fit for his office. See, that's why they call this story Naked Boy. All right. Well, then he went marching through the parade. People had come from every corner of the kingdom to see the magnificent new clothes. As the emperor set forth in the royal procession, the crowd grew silent. My clothes must be so stunning that no one can find the right words to praise them, thought the emperor. He lifted his head and marched on proudly until a small child's voice was heard to say, but he doesn't have any clothes on. He has no clothes on, the people echoed, each feeling secretly foolish for not speaking up before. What could the emperor possibly do now without any of his royal outfits to help him look intelligent or brave? The emperor realized it was more important ever to act like a king. So he lifted his head even higher and stood even taller and continued the procession. Never had he felt so foolish, but never had he acted so wisely. Seeing their ruler's extraordinary courage, the crowd began to cheer more loudly than the emperor had ever heard them. Long live the emperor. Look, he's marking down his tree without no clothes on. Okay, well, that's a fun story.